Tonight on Newswatch, find out where you can meet with presidential hopeful Ted Kruse.
And hear about a recent event at the dairy farm.
A couple of Iowa State athletes received honors. Find out who in your Cyclone Sports Report.
We had some beautiful weather out there, and that's going to stick around again tomorrow. I'll have more in my Iowa forecast. Stay tuned. You're watching Newswatch.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Republican presidential candidate Ted Kruse is scheduled to swing through Iowa this week as he makes his first of stops as an official candidate. Kruse will be making 4 separate stops in Cedar Falls, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Sioux City to participate in town hall meetings. Kruse will also be appearing at a reception in Dubuque County. For those of you interested in attending a nearby location, Kruse will be at the Des Moines Town Hall at 7:15 on Thursday evening.
The Midwest Dairy Association showed its determination to educate the public and dispel myths about where our dairy products come from. Last Tuesday, the MDA hosted its first ever Day of Dairy at the Iowa State Dairy Farm. The event included seminars, tours of the Iowa State Dairy Barn, and a trivia game with prizes. About 40 students toured the barn and learned where their food comes from. Some students commented that it was eye-opening to learn that there are over 1,373 dairy farms in Iowa and that 98% of them are family-owned and operated. The MDA is hoping to expand this event to other colleges throughout the Midwest and hopes to expand the Day of Dairy event to even more students.
29 people are dead as a result of the recent series of airstrikes against the Houthi rebels in Yemen. According to a humanitarian group, an airstrike led by Saudi Arabia hit a refugee camp in the northern part of Yemen. The rebel-owned Yemeni Defense Ministry said 4 airstrikes have been conducted against the region since Saudi Arabia increased its aerial attacks. The strikes are part of Saudi Arabia's effort to restore President Abed Rabbo Mansur Hadi to power.
New developments in the German Wings Flight 9525 case show that Andreas Lubitz had been treated for suicidal tendencies. The German prosecutor in charge of the case said that the psychotherapy treatment occurred before Lubitz obtained his commercial pilot's license. Prosecutors also reported that he had been treated recently, although he showed no signs of wanting to commit suicide. Investigators from France and Germany are still looking into details of Lubitz's life for a more complete understanding of his motives.
Last Friday, Iowa State hosted the 10th annual Global Gala. Held in the Great Hall of the Memorial Union, this gala showcased Iowa State's diversity. The live celebration included 7 different acts, including some comedy and dancing from the event's 4 EMCs as well. The event was held in hopes of spreading and promoting different cultures across campus. Some of the acts that performed were the Celtic Dance Society, Motion Sickness, the Bollywood Dance Crew, and the Indian Drumming Line. All acts were very crowd-oriented, asking the audience to participate and engage in their performance. Co-directors for multicultural events have already started planning for next year's edition.
Everyone wants that intramural t-shirt. We talked with Recreational Services about the sports that get you one. Many students are thankful that spring has finally sprung, because that means intramural activities can take place outside once again. Tonight we have Annika Walschliger, an intramural student director, with the scoop.
Most popular sport would be flag football. There are a lot of participants that come. Also, followed by that would be basketball. Our most popular, I would say, though, is broom ball. Everybody loves to come to broom ball and get a good laugh out of it.
Adjustments are always made. That is because ISU listens to its students.
We've actually just added tennis as a spring semester sport now, so people can play tennis in the spring and in the fall.
Large numbers of involvement are out of the park for intramurals. University-wide, we are looking at a 35% involvement rate, as well as students playing multiple intramurals. Intramurals can be competitive, but also for those who want to play for fun.
My favorite part about the intramurals here at Iowa State is that they have anywhere from A to D league. You can play at any level, whether you want to be really competitive or just play for fun if it's a new sport to you. Just offering all those levels is a great opportunity.
This is ISU TV, and I'm Rachel Demmer.
It is now time for your Market Monday report with Jared Calvert.
Good evening. As we take a look at the grain markets, we'll see a lot of green plus signs. May corn went up 3.5 cents, closing at $3.94.5. May soybeans closed a half a cent higher at $9.67 3/4, while May wheat went up 22.5 cents, closing at $5.30 1/4. As we take a look at the livestock side of the markets, the cattle prices did not see the increase the grain prices saw. April live cattle closed 13 cents lower today at $162.50, while April feeders closed 65 cents lower at $218.63. April lean hogs saw an increase, however, as they closed at $61.30, which is 18 cents higher than Friday's prices. With your Market Monday report, I'm Jared Calvert.
We are now joined by Matt Barker at the desk. What do we have to look forward to now that basketball is over?
I'll let you know when we come back from the break. Stay tuned. You are watching Newswatch. George Niang was selected to the NABC All-American list this afternoon, landing a third-team spot. Niang led Iowa State in scoring this year, averaging 15.2 points per game on his way to first-team All-Big 12 honors. He also grabbed 5.4 rebounds and dolled out 3.4 assists per contest, displaying a range of skills that made him dangerous from anywhere on the court. Niang is the fourth All-American produced by ISU coach Fred Hoiberg during his 5-year tenure at Iowa State. Niang's 1,510 career points rank him 15th on the all-time ISU scoring chart with another full year to play. George has also told ESPN earlier today he will in fact be staying for his senior season and not electing to go to the NBA draft. Iowa State senior gymnast Caitlin Brown received second-team All-America honors on balance beam from the National Association of College Gymnastics Coaches, the association announced Friday. Brown's honor marks the second consecutive season ISU has had a regular season All-American in their lineup. To be eligible for regular season All-American honors, a gymnast must have an RQS in the top 8 nationally in their respective apparatus and the all-around for first team and 9th through 16th for the second team. Brown and Iowa State will be back in action at Hilton Coliseum on Saturday, April 4th for the NCAA Gymnastics Ames Regional starting at 4 p.m. Spring football is here, and Paul Rhodes has decided to get back to work. The Cyclones will look to improve after a combined 5 wins the past 2 seasons. Sam Richardson will look to lead the Cyclones as he is listed as the first-string quarterback. Newcomer Damon Tucker, a 6-foot, 287-pound junior college transfer, will look to earn a starting spot and be a high-performing defensive tackle for the Cyclones this year. The spring game for the Cyclones will be on April 11th. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. The Iowa State tennis team faced off against Baylor yesterday. ISU TV's Taylor Mankel has a recap.
The Iowa State Cyclones against the Baylor Bears here in the Ames Racket and Fitness Center this Sunday morning. And the Iowa State Cyclones were looking for the upset.
We've been competing pretty well. We haven't gotten blown out of the court against anybody.
That wasn't the case here as Baylor was ready to kick off the doubles in a big way. The 2 and 3 slots had a big advantage towards BU as Jean and Putri beat down Casings and Gasprovic 6-1, as well as Schenkel and Van Zyl beating down Anderson and Galvis.
Today, I felt like, we had a couple chances, and I think we were in a few matches. It just, I think they were a little bit more disciplined on making balls, coming in and hitting the ball a little bit bigger and better than we did.
That discipline came in a lot of handy for Baylor as the first sets were tight almost all the way throughout. Iowa State could not pull out the majority of those first set thrillers and gave Baylor a huge confidence boost going into the second, winning this one a final of 4-0 in favor of Baylor.
We just have to keep fighting. This is the only team that was able to kind of blow us out of the court. Other than that, we've been in every match, so we just have to continue on working what we've been doing.
While there are a lot of hard-fought sets in this tennis match, Iowa State simply did not have enough against the overmatched Baylor Bears. Iowa State will get a week break and then head to Texas to take on both Texas Tech and TCU. For ISU TV Sports, I'm Taylor Mankel.
And that's all I have for sports. Well, Eric, it appears spring has finally sprung. Can we expect these warm temperatures to stick around?
Yeah, we had some beautiful temperatures out there today as we got up to 75 degrees here in Ames. That's 20 degrees above the average this time of year. And we're going to keep these warm temperatures for a couple more days, but as a cold front moves through Wednesday, we're going to have some chance for some severe weather. I'll have more in my Iowa forecast after the break. Welcome back to Newswatch. I'm meteorologist Eric Assman. That beautiful weather we had here today is going to continue again for the next couple days, but a chance of severe storms as a cold front moves through Wednesday, and then we're going to cool down slightly as we head to the end of the week, but we'll still stay above average. Here in Ames, 63, it is clear. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 8 miles an hour. Across much of the region, it's still in the mid to upper 60s, 62 over in Pierre, 67 in Lincoln, still 70 down in Hayes, Kansas, but where they had some rain this afternoon, it's only 52 in Minneapolis and even 48 still in Madison. Across the state, though, we're still sitting in mild temperatures, 56 up in Mason City, 61 over in Fort Dodge, still 68 out in Sioux City, and 65 in Des Moines. But the current winds right now are out of the west from anywhere from 8 to 12 miles an hour, and that's actually calmed down from this afternoon where we had winds sustained in the upper 20s. So it is calmer out there, so making it more pleasant. We got a few clouds trying to pop up in our area right now, but we're going to clear out as we head to the night. Up in the northeast Iowa, though, the rains that were affecting them are moving off to the east towards the Great Lakes region and out of our area. We got clearing going on tonight, and that's going to continue again to the morning hours, and then Tuesday evening and again into Wednesday morning. We got a few clouds popping up, but we should stay mostly clear. We're keeping an eye on this system, though, as we head into Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. A cold front is moving into our area, and that's going to start sparking up some storms. Some may even be severe, so we'll let you know as we keep an eye on this system. Tonight, though, getting down to 39 in Mason City, 40 in Waterloo, 43 down in Ottumwa, and a little cooler off near the river, 38 over in Sioux City. The highs tomorrow rebound nicely, 64 up in Mason City, 75 out in Sioux City, 76 in Council Bluffs, and 71 down in Des Moines. So it will be another pleasant day tomorrow across the state. Here in Ames tonight, 44, clear skies. It will be breezy, though, with the winds gusting up to 20 miles an hour in the early morning hours. But tomorrow, getting back up to 69, so be sure to go out and enjoy a picnic out on Central Campus because it is going to be sunny and beautiful. And the winds are only going to be at 6 to 8, so it will be calmer tomorrow than it was today. There's that 70% chance for severe weather on Wednesday, so we get up to 77 degrees, but that cold front moves through, and we only get up to 64 on Thursday, and we only get up to 51 on Friday, but as we move into the next part of week, we still rebound well back up into the mid-60s. Back to you guys.
Last night, some of the biggest names in music gathered for the iHeartRadio Awards last night in Los Angeles. Taylor Swift took home the most hardware, as Shake It Off won Song of the Year, Blank Space won Best Lyrics, and Taylor herself won Artist of the Year. The more unique category winners were Justin Timberlake receiving Innovator of the Year, and the boy band 5 Seconds of Summer receiving the award for the Best Fan Army.
And that's all for tonight's edition of Newswatch.
Join us on Thursday for more news, weather, and sports.
Until next time, have a wonderful night.